Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, it seems like, or at least is reported by the Ukrainians themselves, that even the foreign mercenaries don't want to fight anymore in Ukraine. Why? One of the reasons mentioned is that the situation is bad. And if the situation is bad, even the mercenaries are going home. So I have this article from Russia Today, but Russia Today is going to be only the media that's going to report what the Americans, actually the CNN, reported on Sunday. So let's get this started. Russia Today, 19th of November 2023. Foreign mercenaries, let me just get this, all right. Foreign mercenaries abandoning Ukrainian army. Officer, not a Russian officer, Ukrainian officer. Fresh troops who arrive to fight for Kiev often say they did not realize how bad the situation is, Lieutenant Dmitry Kostyuk said. Many foreign mercenaries recruited by Kiev soon opt to flee Ukraine after experiencing the gruesome reality of the battlefield, an army officer told CNN on Sunday. Moscow has previously said that Kiev is using soldiers from other countries as cannon fodder to breach Russian defenses. Now, this is a training ground here. This is a French military serviceman. Yeah. Why? Because of the toilets. In an interview with the American network, Lieutenant Dmitry Kostyuk said that his platoon, which was deployed not far from Artyomovsk, known as Bakhmut in Ukraine, a scene of fierce fighting in recent months, was short of personnel and was replenished by 12 foreign fighters. According to the officer, while some mercenaries join the fray because they are attracted to, and I'm quoting, to the romance of war, others go because they are fighting as their professional activity, quote unquote, or even because it is a good line on their resume, end quote. And I'm quoting again here, as a rule, they don't realize what they are getting into. I'm quoting this guy. Many people imagine our war as a gunfight with the enemy, but they don't realize how much artillery there is and that you sit under fire all day, every day, and may not see the enemy at all. Kostyuk noted that unlike Ukrainian citizens, foreigners are free to terminate a contract with the military. After seeing what the hostilities looked like, almost half of the people say, and I'm quoting, no, this is too much. This is not the kind of war we signed up for, the officer told CNN. He also criticized the country's mobilization campaign, which has been marred by numerous corruption scandals and draft dodging, by noting that Ukraine's attempts to force its citizens to join the army produce soldiers who are reluctant to fight. The Russian military has repeatedly warned that foreign mercenaries recruited by Ukraine are viewed as legitimate target, having launched long-range missile strikes on their training camps on numerous occasions. In July, the defense ministry in Moscow said that Kiev, and I'm quoting, throws units with foreign mercenaries into so-called meat grinder assaults, end quote, on Russian positions, with those injured troops being the last to be evacuated. Around the same time, Moscow estimated that since the start of hostilities, more than 11,000 foreign mercenaries had arrived in Ukraine and that almost 5,000 of them had fled the country after seeing how they were being treated by the military and local authorities. As of July, the number of foreign fighters in Ukrainian army was estimated at just 2,000, according to the defense ministry. Well, nobody asked you to come over there. You came on your own, so you make a decision to get the hell out. The war over there is got the line of contact, let's put it this way, and you got artillery hitting one another. And once let's say this is a line of contact, I clear everything here on this side, on my enemy side, I clear these guys, Then I move in with my troops and I push the front this way. And then again, I move my installations a little bit closer, and again, the same thing. And if I'm capable of eliminating this side, then the troops push it further. That's the war for you. So these guys are waiting for these guys to clear the area where they're going to go in. I mean, it's not something that hasn't done before. Obviously, they use airplanes, they use other methods, just hitting on the other side. Not necessarily a tank offensive. You do a tank offensive, you got one drone destroys a tank. What is that? A goddamn drone destroys a multi-million technologically advanced weapon, a drone, cheaper than a car. Well, there are foreigners and there are mercenaries, obviously, on both sides. I don't. Why do I think that? Because that's how we are, and that's how war is. So when they tell me, oh, it's just the Russians have mercenaries, or only the Ukrainians, they both have it. Oh, the Russians are engaged in war crimes. I'm pretty sure the other ones do the same thing. Because that's war, and war is conducted by human beings. And human beings, you don't have perfect human beings, you have human beings on both sides. And when you're under a certain kind of pressure, all your education and class and good wine and a good cigar, just go away, or you're reading Dostoevsky or whomever you happen to read goes away. Why? Your pants are all filled with poop and pee and anyway. Just think about it. Movies unfortunately create mercenaries because you have a lot of people who watch movies. Maybe they don't have any, and I'm not talking about military experience. You can have military experience and every day just stay over there and wait. You never see the enemy. You never engage the enemy. And this is for an overwhelming number of any military. I'm talking about, let's say, US military. They don't see the fight. How many people saw the fight? You take, let's say, 100%. I think less than 1%. I'm talking about the active military right now. 1%, not even 1%. So, the other ones that go in the military and they just are guarding, let's say, South Korea or wherever they might be deployed in Europe and so on, they wait. What they do, they train all day. They're not in a real fight. They train for a real fight. It's a different story. It's like, for instance, when you practice martial arts, you're practicing in the dojo and you do some sparring here. There's no real feeling, because when you're in front of someone else who's ready to knock you out, really, those are his intentions. A lot of feelings were going to paralyze you. We're going to change your behavior. Why do you think Mike Tyson beat Holyfield's ear? Because that's the way he planned on doing. He was in the middle of losing. He didn't like the way the fight was going. I like Mike Tyson, but that he was in the middle of that anger, frustration, pain, being tired, all that. He acted like what he acted like. And many other examples. So and that's just boxing. It's not about with gloves and all that shit. It's not about being in a war with weapons, with deadly weapons. And these guys go in the military. They graduate, click, they get their money, and then they go as foreign fighters, mercenaries in real battle. And then they realize, wait a second, this is not the air conditioning, Pepsi Cola, and the program with benefits military that I had in South Korea or in Europe. This is real thing. These guys don't change my underwear for weeks and so on. This is reality. You don't like it? Well, I don't like it either. Don't go over there then. That's why peace, my love. Peace. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.